Yo, working? Can you hear me? Hello? That is good timing, man. Very good timing. Check the audio's working. I'll tell right now. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Yep. Alright, sweet. Yeah, this is just like, it's not really a sort of a casual stream. I'm just kind of working on some client stuff, so yeah, feel free to chill and yeah, hang out. Hope you're all good. I'm just testing the levels quickly because I never know. Are the levels good, like music-wise, like music to microphone? I can never tell. What's it? Yeah, hope everyone's good. What's it today? Is it Wednesday? Can't even remember. Yeah, so just working on some new designs really. Yeah, we've got this little model in Blender. What I'm doing here, I've basically It's just a really simple node setup, really. So it's got you'd think that the material is quite complicated, but it's not. It's just a simple reflective shader, so like a chrome shader. So just a bit of noise on the roughness as well. But where you're getting all this detail is actually from just this little add-on I've got. It's the HDRI behind it. So yeah, we essentially have this space HDRI here. I had to pump up the contrast and exposure just to sort of get those reflections to pop a bit better. But yeah, and you can rotate it as well, so it gives you this really cool, like, the reflections. It sort of creates this cool effect. Yeah, bringing them into After Effects. I haven't really started that for this project yet, but I like to use After Effects just for the comping and just sort of bringing all the footage together. Yeah, so I normally just make a bunch of renders that sort of loop and just throw them into After Effects and just see what I can do with them, see if there's any like more different ways of, I guess, looking at the designs that I can sort of add to it in post. So yeah. So yeah, I'm just going to be like creating some variations of this, this animation really. So I've got loads of like footage to work with. So I'm just going to create like an empty just to pivot the camera from the center, so that we can have a simple control. Just to give things a bit of movement. So. A 45-degree angle on this thing. No worries, man. I'm glad you're finding value in the content. I made that one a while ago, and I want to actually redo that one because I was playing around with the design and I came up with some like cooler like, variations of it. So I might redo that tutorial actually. See if I can find it actually. Yeah, let me just do a quick key of this. So yeah, this is just a simple. And yeah, I'm rendering it with transparency, obviously, so I can throw it into After Effects and start fucking around with the backgrounds and stuff. Because I want to keep these reflections, right? If I start adding backgrounds elements in the scene, because this sort of shader is all driven from reflections, it's gonna mess up sort of the idea that I had for it. So that's sort of where being able to utilize After Effects sort of comes in. So. Yeah, I've got some pretty cool ideas for this show. So I've basically done this sort of really trippy eye, where I actually see how the eye is moving, right? Very sort of like psychedelic style. I actually did that. So I put the eye texture into After Effects, and I basically just did a really simple animation with like fractal noise and displacement maps, and it can create this sort of really cool like breathing effect. And I basically then re-imported the eye texture into Blender as like a movie, and then re-attached it to the eye of the model. It's, I don't know if you can see it because of the live stream, but it's because it's quite subtle. But it looks really cool, especially when you and yeah, I'm gonna transition it into like another sort of pattern in this. But yeah, I feel that's pretty dope. Well, I saved that live. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that. See it a bit more here. Uh, just curious. Now, this is actually a client project. So yeah, I've been working on some of the visuals for Burner Boy and for his live shows. So this is all part of that. He's got some more shows coming up in April. So yeah, they've asked for a bunch of stuff, and yeah. Yeah, need to render this out. Yeah, that psychedelic design. Thinking of redoing it. I was playing around with like some variations of it the other day, and I found some pretty cool like different ideas you can do with it. Sure, a bit less. I don't know. I think it looked a bit more polished, to be honest, than my original tutorial, so I might redo that. But I can't remember where I saved it. Let me just find it. Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe there'll be another tutorial on this, but um, that's if I have the time. I'm kind of like got a lot of shit going on at the moment, so and I don't think people realize how long making YouTube videos takes. It really is long, especially like when you do all the editing as well. Doesn't help that I'm so terrible on the microphone. I'm always like saying the wrong shit and having to cut stuff out. So yeah, but hopefully um, they'll be done soon. I've got loads of more ideas for tutorials as well. Um, yeah, it's just getting around to doing it. But yeah, I think this looks pretty dope. But yeah, it's quite similar to the one my original tutorial. It's just a bit more like a bit more vibrant colors than the other one. So it looks pretty cool. Thanks, dude. Glad you like it. See what I can do with it though. Got a few more I want to render out first. Get a few. Oh, two. Even rotating is in the look of it. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to be doing here. I haven't really thought about it yet. So, so this is for the track location. So they kind of wanted it to be going to like different spots, right? So I'm thinking of having like they wanted it to be kind of glitchy and abstract with I think it traveling like to different scenes. So I guess it's how to do the transitions. So I'm thinking maybe if I do some probably do some renders where it zooms in and then make it sort of zoom into like a space scene, I guess, and then have it set and have that as a means of transporting. I don't know. Loads of different things you could do. Yeah, I think maybe going for something where it sort of flies through and transitions um, would be a cool way of approaching it. Have to be creative with how I do it without making it look too cheesy. Um, Thinking about where the other scenes I want to create as well, where I want it scene to progress to. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think um, I like the idea of having it zoom into the eye again. On that show right now because it's rendering, but because of how I've shaded the pupil, you zoom in there, you get quite a nice sort of look stars. So I may do that. But then I can also zoom into these glitchy bits here and then with something more abstract. So I don't know, man. We'll have a look, see what we can do. Yeah. Might just add some like pre-rendered background elements first. I don't know. I think I need more footage to work with before I start putting stuff into After Effects. Really, don't really know what I want to do yet. But yeah, they're pretty good though already. Mm. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Probably do one where it goes into the eye. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do like a. That's pretty cool on its own, man. Maybe if I got rid of some of the reflections. Yeah, I'm gonna save. I'm just gonna have that, just one looping animation, right? Just for this background element. I think it would be quite a cool thing to, I guess, comp in here, maybe. So if we let's add one here. Add one here. Render that out. Take long. I might do that without the noise. Just clean. Yeah, I'm thinking of using this as some background footage just to comp over. It might look cool, it might look shit. I think I'll do another one as well. I'm going to do one basically without the model. So if I let everything here, move it to its own collection. Just disable that. This one we don't want transparency. Do like that. like that, I think. Do that weird stretching. No. I had another idea. It's another background element. Yeah, I'll do another background element. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to use sphere, sort of create interesting displacement on the background. So you see how like this is sort of displaced the stars from the shape of the model. I want to do that, but so it's like around. um, around the camera view, if that makes sense. So, yeah, that's the plan. Let's do that. Could even just put it inside the head. I don't need to do that. I just put the camera inside the head, you get the same effect. Get it right here, maybe? Control 0. I just need to widen the focal length. Looks alright. I need to wider. Really, this head needs to be bigger. Like that. Yeah. Pretty cool. Yeah, what we're doing is we're just utilizing the geometry model to essentially displace the texture, because the texture is just a HDRI. Just all this material is just a really shiny chrome material that's just reflecting everything. Like I said earlier, I've just really pumped up the exposure and brightness on the HDRI just to sort of get those reflections to pop through a bit more. But yeah, if you just like place a camera inside your model, and animate the HDRI, you get sort of warped effects just because it's the HDRI is rotating and the reflections are sort of being determined by the geometry of the object. So yeah, you can get some really interesting animation results with little to no effort just by pointing camera in different spots inside the object. Yeah. That looks weird as well. But yeah, will look quite cool here, so I'll render that out. I think it's a bit strong here actually, but we'll see what it looks like when we put it into After Effects. Might look alright. I wish I went for 60 frames per second now, just because I think the reflections are moving a little bit too fast for my liking. I would have liked a bit of a slower movement.